Hey everyone, welcome back to the Movie Vault. My name is Rob. It's good to see you guys back on the channel. I'm back with another episode of the watch list where I'm going to go through with you guys what I have watched over the last couple of weeks or so and give kind of quick reviews on them as we go along. So I'm just going to ask you real quick before we get into the video, if you like these kind of watch recommendation videos or Blu-ray 4K reviews, haul videos, vinyl collection stuff, Funko Pops are up behind me. I'd like to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel, and if you wouldn't mind considering hitting the bell to get notified every time I post a new video. It really helps the channel grow and supports the channel. So with that said, let's get into this episode of the watch list. Okay, first one up, continuing on from the last episode. If you haven't seen it, check out the playlist for the watch list. I've done 2 episodes already, so just continuing on. Next one up here was season 3 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I talked about this I think in the other 2 watch listings. Hilarious. I'm blasting my way through. I picked up like 13 seasons of this that are available on DVD. So that was the first one up that I watched. Again, I will say once again, it's quite offensive to some people. It's not very PC, some of these things looking back now, so you may not be interested in that one. Next one up, I did review on the channel, so I'll leave a link up in this corner if you want to check out my full review of this one. This is Jexy comedy. This was a Blu-ray, really funny. I actually kind of like this one about kind of being too attached to your phone and sort of you know, this phone, she had him at hello. It says there, it's like the phone, the kind of Siri thing on the phone is called Jexy, and kind of starts like not ruining his life, but you know, kind of interfering. It's quite funny. Adam Devine's in there, the lead. He's quite funny. Alexander Shipp's in there. Michael Pena, Rose Byrne is the voice of Jexy. It's a really cool comedy. I'd recommend checking it out. And good addition to your comedy collection. That was the next one. Again, keeping with Always Sunny, up next was season 4. Blasted through that one again. This was a 3-disc DVD season on this one. As I said, really like that. I can't really, there's going to be a lot more of these in here, so I can't really say an awful lot more about that one. Next one up was, this is a Scream Shout Factory Blu-ray, region A imported. Someone's watching me, John Carpenter. Again, big Carpenter fan. I say that all the time in nearly every video I feel on the channel here. But yeah, so this one really cool. This stars Lauren Hutton, Adrian Barbeau's in there as well, and Charlie Cyphers is in there. New 2K scan on this looks really cool. So what I will say about someone's watching me, this is post Assault on Precinct 13 pre-Halloween. This was like a made-for-TV movie that John Carpenter done. But what they've done here is really cool. They have done 2K scan and restoration, which is fantastic. And you can actually watch the movie in 2 different ways. You can watch the original TV aspect ratio, like the 4:3, which is 1.33 to 1. Or there's like the theatrical 1.85 to 1, which is like technically a blow-up, I guess. Because it was shot for TV as far as I know. And they've done a great job on the restoration, as I've mentioned, and 1080p noise transfer, DTS HD master audio mono track on this one, really cool. So yeah, if you're a fan of Carpenter, I'd recommend checking it out. The one thing missing is like he doesn't do the score for this. You know, John Carpenter famous for his he does the scores for his movie. He didn't do the score on this one. Next one up, I think I talked about in the watch list. I got the 3-movie collection, Beverly Hills Cop. So I finally got on to Beverly Hills Cop 3. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before in a video, but I didn't even realize it was directed by John Landis. I can't remember what year Beverly Hills Cop 3 was. I'm guessing maybe early 90s. 1.78 to 1 aspect ratio. This is the weakest out of the trilogy, I felt. There's just like, oh man, watching this thing was just, it was a whole thing to get through. Like, it's the one where he's in the fun park. It's just like the whole, I mean, even the opening of the movie is like the gangsters are all singing along to, like, is it a Diana Ross song or a Supreme song or something when they're in the chop shop or whatever it is, and it's just like, oh, it's downhill from there. It's terrible. It's a really bad movie. I don't like it at all. Transfer looks good on Blu-ray, as did the whole trilogy here, but yeah, I don't recommend Beverly Hills Cop 3 at all. Didn't like it, but finally finished watching up the trilogy here. Again, Always Sunny, we get to season 5 here on the DVDs. Again, this is a 3-disc one. Like I said, there's not an awful lot more I can say. I love these guys. The cast are hilarious. So I watched season 5 up next. Next one, 4K UHD. I picked this up as well this month. Shutter Island. Martin Scorsese directs, of course, and Leonardo DiCaprio is in there. I like the cast on this one. Who else is in here? Mark Ruffalo, Ben Kingsley, Michelle Williams, Emily Mortimer's in there. I really like Emily Mortimer. Patricia Clarkson is in there. Max von Sydow is in there as well. Directed by Scorsese. A fantastic movie. I really, really like this. Really starting to appreciate Leonardo DiCaprio a lot more now than, you know, the teen kind of heartthrob days of him. He's really fantastic in a lot of the stuff he does. I thought this was a brilliant movie. Really liked it. I think I did say... I will say, if you guys follow me or are on social media, their links are up in this corner throughout the video. As soon as I watch something, I kind of post kind of initial thoughts on Twitter and Instagram. So I believe I sort of said about this when I watched it, because it was shot on film. And the 4K looks fantastic, but it kind of looked like there was some digital noise reduction or something in there where they kind of smoothed over the picture, because there's not an awful lot of film grain noticeable in this one, which was a little kind of disappointed in. You know, when 4K is fantastic for newer stuff, which we'll kind of talk about on the next movie coming up here, but it's fantastic for older stuff because you get that experience of what a brand new 35mm print would look like in a cinema. You get to see the film grain and the, you know, because it's a photochemical thing compared to digital. But yeah, and then audio wise on this, what were we getting here? DTS 5.1. Fantastic stuff. Really enjoy this movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend checking it out. Shutter Island 4K. Next one, talking of how good 4K looks with digital and stuff. This was the 4K UHD of Alita Battle Angel. So my friend Ray gave this to me, so thanks to Ray for that one. This is the 4K Blu-ray 3D and Blu-ray. Really cool kind of metallic slip there, and so the 3 discs are in there, 4K, Blu-ray 3D and Blu-ray. So I don't have a 3D setup here at home unfortunately anymore. I did have prior to the 4K when I upgraded to the 4K setup early last year. But yeah, this is a great example of like a digitally shot movie to 4K. It looks fantastic, and you know, like 4K futuristic sci-fi, really, really cool. As I almost drop it there, I can't remember the what is the name of the girl that plays the leader? Rosa Salazar. Christoph Waltz is in there. Jennifer Connelly's in there, albeit like for a short kind of role. I'm a big fan of Jennifer Connelly. I think I've maybe mentioned that before. So yeah, I kind of wanted to check this out when I heard she was in it, but I never got to see it. So thanks to my friend Ray for that one. Really cool if you're into like futuristic sci-fi and just kind of want to get what 4K looks on a kind of like a CG mixed with reality based stuff. That's how that was shot, Alita Battle Angel. Next one up, I don't have the disc here because if I kind of move my head, you'll see it right there. The Skywalker Saga box set behind me. I bought that a while ago, and I watched episode 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and I kind of stopped then. I just needed to take a break from Star Wars, funnily enough. So I jumped back in with episode 6, of course, Return of the Jedi. 4K looks absolutely stunning, fantastic stuff. A lot of people have asked me what did the 4K look like on Star Wars, and I have to mention that I am coming from this old Star Wars DVD box set from the original trilogy 4, 5 and 6, and I have 1, 2 and 3 on DVD. I never jumped into Star Wars on Blu-ray at all. I'm not sure why, I just never did. And then this 4K, this Skywalker Saga came out on 4K. There is a Blu-ray version. I can't speak of how that looks, or I can't compare the 4K to previous Blu-ray Star Wars releases. As I mentioned, I'm coming from that DVD box set, but the 4K looks fantastic. Dolby Atmos soundtrack is great. I will say on Twitter, and I got a couple of people agreeing with me, I can't stand that new CGI stuff that they put in the original trilogy. It drives me mad, and it sticks out like a sore thumb when you watch the original trilogy. It's just, I wish on this Skywalker Saga box set, I wish they would have done, you know, like the special edition version and the original version. I wish they would have given you a 4K version without those added in characters. But that was the next one up, Star Wars. Jumping on, next one, our video, I picked this up a good while back. Dario Argento's Phenomena. Again, as I mentioned, Jennifer Connelly, big fan. So I picked this up in one of the Arrow sales, I think a while back in one of the haul videos. Yeah, cool. There's some good set pieces in there. Young Jennifer Connelly, I can't recall as Phenomena like before. I think it's before she labyrinth, it kind of breaks big. Yeah, it's one of those out there Italian horror movies. Really nice transfer. They've done a 4K restoration from the original camera negative, as Arrow does, you know, in their presentations there. They always do some decent presentations. This is the full length 116-minute Italian cut, it's called. There's a new 5.1 surround mix. Yeah, so it's a new restoration and new audio mix. There is I want to say maybe like only a handful, 2 or 3 scenes where they couldn't either get or save the original English audio elements. So for those couple of scenes, it is the Italian dialogue and you get the English subtitles. But it really didn't bother me at all. Literally, as I said, only 2 or 3 scenes. Yeah, pretty cool. As I said, out there, Italian horror. Arrow always does the reversible sleeve art, but I always like to go with the kind of old school looking ones. That was the next one up, Phenomena. Again, continuing on with Always Sunny, we jump to season 6 here. This is a 2-disc one, I believe. Yeah, these are all I will mention. I think season 6 was the first season where it went like widescreen 1.78 to 1. The rest of them were the old 4 to 3. So I had to keep switching my TV between, because the 4K player tries to upscale and, you know, tries to put it into a widescreen. It's just wrong. I'm a stickler for proper aspect ratios, so when I'm watching stuff. But yeah, season 6 was up next. Always Sunny. Yeah, so then I kind of I think I showed in one of the last haul videos, I got the classic Vacation Blu-ray box set. So I started making my way through that one. So first one up here was, of course, National Lampoon's Vacation, directed by Harold Ramis. You know, a lot of people know from Ghostbusters, but Harold Ramis directed a lot of cool stuff as well. This is pre-Ghostbusters. Yeah, fantastic looking transfer on this to Blu-ray. Really surprised because I have Vacation on DVD, and they've done a great job. This is a Warner Brothers box set on the on that Blu-ray transfer here, and there is a DTS mono audio track on this. Yeah, DTS HD mono track, you know, does the job. I mean, this was back in 83, 85, I think the first one was. I can't recall off the top of my head here, but hilarious movie, fantastic. Yeah, the cast, I like this cast of the kids. Like, weirdly enough, when you look through those National Lampoon's movies, the kids change in every movie. I'm not too sure if that was just because they couldn't get them back. I like the kids in this one, really cool. John Candy's in there as well, you know, they're trying to get to Wally World. Hilarious stuff. There is like a feature length, like making of on this. There was a series called Inside Story. They done like Halloween, Scream, Basic Instinct, I believe. It was like a TV kind of thing. There is an episode of feature length, like, you know, 90-minute episode for National Lampoon's Vacation on this disc. It's really cool. And there's some intros and stuff like that. So I was really surprised to see that when I watched that one. But yeah, highly recommend. That one picture looks fantastic on that one. Next one up, I did do a review of. I had this in the collection for the longest time. Again, I feel like I'm saying it like more than once a video now, but John Carpenter. This is John Carpenter live retrospective. I reviewed this recently, so again, I'll stick a link up in the corner. This seems to now be a rare out of print Blu-ray. You can't get it off John's official website anymore. It's him and his live band playing all the tracks. If you saw my crossover video with Heat from Serial at Midnight a while back, a couple of months back on the channel, I did talk about this. So yeah, check out my full review if you want to find out more about that. Fantastic stuff on that one. Next up, I did review on the channel, so I'll link up in the corner here if you want to check this out. This is Come to Daddy, Elijah Wood, the kind of I was going to say horror, but I guess so, maybe. Celluloid is written on the front, maybe that's more accurate. I didn't like this one at all. It wasn't what I was expecting. Find out more in my full review that I linked up there. Yeah, that was the next one up. I watched Come to Daddy. We jump back into the classic Vacation box set. Of course, next one up is European Vacation. Again, fantastic looking transfer, looks really well. Not as funny as the first one. I kind of feel out of these. So what's in this box set is Vacation, European Vacation, Vegas Vacation, or Christmas Vacation and Vegas Vacation. I've always been a big fan of Vacation and Christmas Vacation. European one, not as funny as the first one. pretty decent. Amy Heckerling directs this one. Good transfer, DTS mono audio track on this one. Yeah, so I do recommend it. It's a nice box set so far. The transfers look really, really good, which is quite surprising. Sometimes they just kind of throw these old movies out and, you know, they're not really worried about that. But I was really, really delighted with how the transfers look. Next one up, I picked up a good while ago. Again in the Arrow sale. I think this came recommended off Elliot's channel, Elliot Cohen. And this is Terror in a Texas Town, Arrow Academy Western. So this is directed by Joseph H. Lewis, his final movie. Big director in the like noir, and he kind of combines noir style with a Western in this one. Brand new 2K restoration, looks really, really fantastic. Written by Trumbo, oh my god, Dalton Trumbo, I was going to say Donald Trumbo. Dalton Trumbo during the kind of blacklist, when he was blacklisted and stuff. New 2K restoration from original film elements. Fantastic stuff. Uncompressed mono audio track on this. Sterling Hayden's in here. Who else is in here? Sebastian Cabot, Carol Kelly, Eugene Martin, Ned Young, and Victor Milan. I will say Sterling Hayden plays like a Swedish guy, comes back to kind of take over his father's farm. His father has been killed. The town is sitting on oil, and the you know, the main sort of the bad guy is trying to buy up the town, buy the land and stuff. Sterling Hayden has a terrible Swedish accent, and it's supposed to be Swedish. So that was it. But I don't have a lot of Westerns in a collection, and it came recommended, so I decided to pick it up. And again, Arrow Academy, you have that reversible art, and I like to go with the old one. So that was the next one up that I watched, Terror in a Texas Town. Coming up to the last two now, I actually picked this one up a good while ago. There is a store over here in Ireland called Deals. It's basically like a pound shop if you're in England, or if you're in America, like a dollar store. They sell used Blu-rays for like €2-3. Like discs are cleaned up, boxes are cleaned up, resealed in plastic. So I grabbed the Blu-ray of a good while ago, Deliver Us from Evil, the horror movie. Fantastic stuff, 2014. I remember seeing this and really liking it. Eric Bana is in there, pretty cool, like a Brooklyn cop, and yeah, really nice possession exorcist kind of, you know, where the two main guys are the cops. Olivia Munn's in here as well, a big fan of horror. She has a kind of a small part as the cop's wife, but yeah, really cool. And it has you might not be able to see it here in the video, but it has this really cool kind of metallic looking slip cover, and the sleeve is just the same in under there. But yeah, this was like €3, as I said, pre-owned or used. And I've bought a lot of stuff out of that shop. I haven't got anything out of it recently, but they're always like flawless. There's nothing wrong with them. They play perfectly fine, and yeah, really nice transfer in this one, and 5.1 surround track. Good horror add to your collection. Director Sinister, Scott Derrickson, and Exorcism of Emily Rose. If you like those two, he directed this one as well. And the last one up for this episode of the watch list, I will have a review of this coming to the channel. I'm trying to remember how it was scheduled now, videos. If there isn't a review of this already up on the channel, it's coming soon. This is Depeche Mode, Spirits in the Forest. It's a documentary. It's like a 4-disc documentary live concert video, and like a double CD of the live concert. I'm a big Depeche Mode fan. I haven't really talked about them here on the channel, but I ordered this way back at the start of the year, and it's kind of they put them in the CD style packaging. But do check out my review of that one when it comes to the channel here pretty soon. So there you go, guys. That's roughly about 2 weeks worth of stuff that I've watched here. Let me know if you guys are enjoying this video, the watch list. I think I said it in the episodes before this. I really enjoy doing the haul videos at the end of the month. You know, I like to see what you guys buy, and I'm from the feedback you guys like to see what I've picked up throughout the month. And I just always feel that we're always talking about what we're buying, and not what we're watching. So I wanted to kind of combine everything I watch that's not a review, a separate review video, and kind of share with you guys here in this watch list, and kind of let you go if there's any recommendations or anything I have from stuff I've watched myself that's outside of reviews and that. So let me know in the comments, have you seen any of these? What do you think? Let me know if you like these watch list videos, because I'd like to continue doing them. And yeah, of course, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And as I said at the start of the video, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel and consider hitting the bell to get notified every time I post a new video, so you can be one of the first people to watch. My aim is to get to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm around 1,300 at the moment, so every subscriber counts, and I really appreciate the support that you guys give the channel here at the Movie Vault. So as I said, it's going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you on the next one.